You're listening to WUSM Hattiesburg. It's time for the Southern Miss Student Media Weekly Wrap Up. The Southern Miss Student Media Weekly Wrap Up is a look at the events Southern Miss Student Media covered throughout the week and the events Southern Miss Student Media is working on for next week.
Hey Golden Eagles, welcome to the weekly wrap-up show on Southern Miss Radio. You're tuned in to WUSM 88.5. I'm your host for today, Adeline Fields, and today we're taking a look back at what SM2 has been up to this past week, as well as what's coming up next. I've got some of our student leaders here with me to break it all down, and we'll be right back with Rochuck from the Creative Division after this break.
If you or your business is interested in sponsoring programming on WUSM, we'd love to talk to you about the benefits and opportunities. You can get recognition for your business as well as the appreciation of the WUSM audience. The audience realizes your support provides the programming they listen to daily. In addition, our sponsorship rates are very cost-effective and tax-deductible. To learn more, call 601-266-4287.
The NLS Braille and Talking Book program gives patrons with visual or physical disabilities the freedom to read their way.
If you want to read in electronic braille, you can. If you want to read on your phone, you can. If you want to read in heart print, you can.
Everybody can read the way they want to read using this program.
For more information about the National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped Library of Congress, visit loc.gov/thatallmayread.
People do it everywhere.
In the kitchen, in the bedroom.
Yes, even the park.
When it comes to your health,
there is no wrong place or time to get an HIV test.
Knowing your HIV status allows you to live your life
and stay healthy.
So pick a spot. Make HIV testing a part of your routine.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. You'll be glad you did.
I'm Jamie Presley.
I'm Jay Ellis.
I'm Ray Santiago.
I'm Terrence J.
And I'm
acting against AIDS.
Visit cdc.gov/doing it.
All right, welcome back. Let's kick things off with our creative division. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's been going on this week?
Yes, hello everybody. I'm Rochuck. I'm creative director for creative division, and we have been really busy with SM2 Got Talent, which is next week, next Thursday on April 10 at Stout Hall. Door opens at 6:30 and show begins at 7 p.m. Everyone is invited. It is free to everybody, so just come for some enjoyment. And we, as a creative division, are producing this whole program, this event. We have incredible talent, and we have been just focusing on this talent. So we had practice sessions yesterday, and we have another practice session today, and we are planning out just entertaining show, which I'm pretty sure everybody gonna enjoy. So even if you can't make it on the Stout Hall, we're gonna do live stream at Southern Miss Student Media YouTube channel, and we are not making Beyond Border for this next week, and we'll be back very soon with Beyond Borders. We are taking a break because we want to focus on SM2 Got Talent, and we'll be back very soon.
Yeah, I know everybody here is really looking forward to the talent show. Can you give us a little sneak peek at what kind of acts will be going on?
Yes, we have contestant who will be singing the original songs. We also have contestant who will be singing some popular song, and we have a guy who will be playing saxophone, and we have a dance group. We have solo dance performance. So we have variety of performance, which you just have to stay tuned.
Sounds like there's going to be a lot of really entertaining stuff. All right, well, I guess we'll take a break now, and we'll be right back with Andy from the Student Prints.
Students face many challenges during the spring semester. National Certified Counselor and Provisional Licensed Professional Counselor Kinsley May says students go through academic burnout.
Academic burnout is a thing because you've been through so much in your fall semester. And if it's your first year as a college student, your academic fall semester is a lot to take in.
May also recommends students different methods to relieve academic stress.
Meditation or deep breathing, coloring the coloring book, taking your mind away from academics. Do something that you're not always pressured to feel like you have to focus on school so much. And the last thing I would say is seek support. If it's with the teacher of your choice, a mentor, a therapist.
Sophomore biological sciences major Vinnie Halsey explains how her seasonal depression affects her course load during the semester.
Maybe it comes from like a sort of seasonal depression, but coming out of January and February, my mental health is kind of like an all-time low for the year, so it's not really helpful when it's combined with trying to pick up new information.
You can text HELLO to 751741 to connect with a trained crisis counselor. Stephanie Perez-Munoz, SM2.
All right, welcome back. I'm here with Andy from the Student Prints. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what y'all have been working on this past week?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I like to joke around a little bit. Just some of the big things we had in the Student Prints this week. We've got a big story front page, across the top of the page, crosswalk safety, which we know has been it's been a big problem at Southern Miss lately. I remember I think 2 or 3 people got hit at the crosswalks on 4th Street last year. We've had 2 this semester so far. Something's got to be done about it. Got great interviews with one victim of a accident over there, as well as the chief of police. It's a great story by Kennedy Drake. And if you're a country music fan, I've got a story on the front page also that you may be interested in. I wrote it. The Mississippi Country Music Trail, which is a group of, it's made up by a group of people who go around and recognize different iconic people in the country music industry from Mississippi. They've put up 2 markers here in Hattiesburg honoring one person from Hattiesburg and another one who was a student at Southern Miss. First of all, we've got Mr. Craig Wiseman, who is a storied songwriter. I was reading about him while I was doing the article. He's written over 300 songs, and 26 of them have been #1 country hits, and some of them include Where the Green Grass Grows by Tim McGraw. If y'all listen to him, y'all are giving me blank looks. I guess he don't. But if anybody out there listens to Tim McGraw, he's written a lot of hits for Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. And then the other person is Mr. Lloyd Green, a storied steel guitarist who's was part of the Nashville A-Team from the 50s to the 70s, a storied group of session musicians. He's recorded on albums for Charlie Pride, Conway Twitty, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, just about anything you could do. And he was a student at Southern Miss in the 50s. So if you want to visit the markers, the Craig Wiseman marker is at the Craig Wiseman Band Shell in Midtown. And then the Lloyd Green marker is right here in front of College Hall. It's in between College Hall and Marsh Hall at Southern Miss. A few other things, we got a couple reviews. I reviewed Will Smith's new album based on a true story. One of our writers, Nishranika, did a book review on Sunrise on the Reaping, a new Hunger Games novel, which I've heard a lot about, and she wrote a pretty good article. Just a few other things. We talked about student visas being revoked amid immigration crackdowns across the country. Chi Omega and Kappa Delta held a campus cleanup a few weeks ago that went very well. USM partners with the Ole Miss School of Law, which is big. We also did a partnership with Mississippi College's School of Law. So maybe we'll get a few lawyers out of Southern Miss. Kind of rounding out the paper, Mississippi Votes opened a new office in Hattiesburg. We have the Mississippi Board of Education proposing to move the Mississippi School of Math and Sciences from Columbus to Starkville. And then we also have some big news in sports. Southern Miss finished a great weekend last weekend, rounding it out with a midweek win against rival Tulane, which was a big game, led 8-0 in the first inning. Ended up winning, I think the final score was, well, I don't see it right off, 13-6.
Awesome.
So it was a good week for the Prince. I think this may be one of the best ones we've had. I know I ain't said that in a while, but
Never heard you say that about any of them. I'm kidding.
I know.
But so I haven't had a chance to pick up a copy from this week's edition yet. Where can I find those on campus?
You can find the Student Prints in a bin in just about every building on campus. They're in every building across the front of campus. The Liberal Arts Building, there's 2 in the Thad Cochran Center, 2 in the Union, and 1 in the Hub. There's a bin in the Central Park North Learning Center, another one in the lobby of Hillcrest Hall, and another one in the lobby of Wilbur Hall. We also have there's one in the International Building, the Wesley Center. So just about anywhere you can dream of being on campus, I guarantee I got a newspaper in there, including the library, the Cook Library. So I think you need to get a paper.
Yeah.
And if you're listening,
after this.
if you're listening to it, go get a paper. You'll like it.
They're always really good. I like to go grab a paper and then go to like a coffee shop nearby and read it. It's really nice, like break from, the internet, school.
Nothing more satisfying than this sound right here.
Do you have any, could you give us like a little preview of any stories for next week?
Well, I'm not 100% sure. That's more under our content division now,
Okay.
and our content leader is out today. So I just say stay tuned and wait for next Thursday. You never know what's going to pop up.
All right. Well, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with Carter Crow from the Stratcom division.
Mayor Toby Barker serves as the 35th mayor of Hattiesburg. He is a graduate of USM and is currently gearing up for his next term as mayor.
I think we're just getting started. I think the potential for this city is limitless. And as we approach the 150th anniversary in 8 years of Hattiesburg, we want it to be at a completely new level that makes it poised to go and compete with all those regional places that sometimes we lose that talent to, like New Orleans, like Mobile, Baton Rouge. We think we can compete at that level. And so I'm just excited about the future.
Valencia Hill gives her perspective and talks about why she likes living in Hattiesburg.
So something I like about Hattiesburg is that there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of stores here that I've never been to, or a lot of restaurants. So I find it pretty cool. I actually found this new ice cream place today with my friend that I've never been to before. So I like how there's plenty of things to do.
Toby talks about why he wants to encourage USM students to stay in Hattiesburg after they graduate.
We hope that students will consider staying in Hattiesburg after graduation. We'd love to help them be part of that and try to help them find employment. And I just think there's a lot to be had here in our city.
I do plan to stay here after I graduate. Like I said, I'm from a smaller town. I'm a psychology major. There's more opportunities here for me than Meridian.
We will look forward to what's to come for both Hattiesburg and USM. Gabby Cox, SM2
Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
You may not realize how important 3 letters can be. For a patient who needs type A, B, or O blood, these letters can mean life, but there simply aren't enough people giving blood. Without more donors, hospitals may not have the blood needed to save lives. That's why the American Red Cross needs people to help restore the A's, B's, and O's that are depleting each day. You are the missing type patients need. Visit redcrossblood.org/missing types or call 1-800-RED-CROSS to make your donation appointment today.
Person here.
All right, we're back with our SM2 Weekly Wrap Up. Next up is Carter Crow with our Stratcom division. Hey.
Hi, Adeline.
So, can you tell us a little bit about what y'all have been working on this past week?
Yeah. Okay. So, with Stratcom, let me go through a few of our Instagram posts for this week that I am really proud of and really excited about. One of which was our newest our newest clip from SMTV about our crosswalk concerns. It's been getting a lot of views and likes and comments, so I would like to really push for the listeners out there to keep on engaging and let us know what is important to y'all. Let us know what really matters to y'all, because to us it seems like y'all are really doing that, and we love it. We really appreciate it. We see that, and I want all the listeners to know that y'all are being heard, y'all are being seen, and we plan to continue to update y'all on stories that are important to y'all and important to the community. But continuing with that on a more fun, creative, light note, we got to produce a Student Prints advertisement this week, which I was extremely proud about. We took the direction of the 90s as our inspiration, and we wanted to go with some of our favorite show from the 90s, Friends. So we recreated the intro of the Friends television series with our student prints and our beautiful dome out in front of campus. So that was a really, really exciting, fun filming shoot I got to be a part of. I want to make a quick shout out to my team, Dre, Jared, Annalie, Ashley, Leah, Emma. Y'all have been just demolishing it with videos, and then sales team, Destiny and Julie, y'all are killing it as always. Speaking of sales, I do want to do a quick little plug about our recent grad shout out packages that have come out. So I'm happy to announce that SM2 has recently decided to promote recent graduates through the paper through a grad shout out. If any listeners would be interested, you can see all information regarding our grad shout out packages on our Instagram. That's pinned up at the top. And if you would like to reach out to us, you can always DM us on our Instagram. But continuing along with that, we have a few more articles and stories that have been posted throughout the week that I would really like to push for our listeners to go and check out and see us. Follow us at SM2.USM on Instagram and on Facebook. Continuing with that, we also have my last little soapbox to stand on. Rochuk talked about it a little bit earlier, but we have the SM2's Got talent show coming up on April 10th, and we would like to encourage everybody, all USM students, please, everybody, come and see what kind of talent SM2's got to give y'all. We have a lovely lineup. I was lucky enough to be able to sit in through the auditions, and I know we have some beautiful voices, some beautiful noises for our instrumentalists. We've got all around. So I want to really just push for our listeners to come out, check us out at Stout Hall on April 10th. This year's talent show, it is sponsored. This year we got sponsorships from Big Trouble, which is a restaurant right beside campus. We like to ask students to try out local restaurants. Get involved with Hattiesburg. This is your home. This is your place. Let it be your place. And it starts by eating, eating and going to places like Big Trouble, and then also another place, Southern Prohibition, which is in downtown Hattiesburg, has also decided to sponsor us. So big shout outs to SoPro and Big Trouble. Along with that, on campus life, Delta Tau Delta Fraternity has also sponsored the event, and that is really exciting. If any other organizations out there would like to contribute and chip in for sponsorships, we are always open for that, and we can put names on graphics and promote through all of our media outlets and streaming devices. But anyway, like I said, we've got the talent show coming up on April 10th. Big exciting event. Other than that seems to be about what we've done this week in StratCom.
Thanks. The talent show is, I think, going to be really great, so definitely go check it out. Y'all said it's free, right?
Absolutely. 100% free. And, real quick, we did get one more shout out, another sponsorship shout out. Coca-Cola has kindly enough decided to donate many beverages for us to give out at our talent show. So please come by for a free drink and some fun.
Yeah, I'll definitely be stopping by for sure. Sounds like it'll be lots of fun. I guess I'll go ahead and give y'all my update. I'm Adeline Fields. I'm the program director at WUSM. This week on Southern Miss Today, we had Kerrigan Brewer talking about the big event on Monday. On Tuesday, we had Demetric Kelly from the Hattiesburg Zoo talking about their 75th anniversary. On Wednesday, we had Dr. Kim talking about the maternal health study. And then finally, we had Jasmine Flowers from SMAC talking about their laser tag event. Coming up this week, we have Julius White talking about the spring cleaning project, James Wilcox with the Hatchery Golden Idea pitch, Tremaine Whitehead with Spring Gardening Day, and as always, our weekly wrap-up on Fridays. So make sure to tune in to WUSM 88.5 FM. We also stream live on YouTube Monday through Thursday at noon, so definitely go check us out. I think that concludes our weekly wrap-up, so make sure to follow our socials, pick up a copy of the prints, check us out on YouTube, tune in, all the things. Thanks for tuning in.
This has been the Southern Miss Student Media Weekly Wrap-Up. A look at the events Southern Miss Student Media has covered throughout the week and the events Southern Miss Student Media is working on for next week. The Southern Miss Student Media Weekly Wrap-Up airs Fridays at noon on Southern Miss Radio. We'll see you next week for the Southern Miss Student Media